Hey everybody, what's happening? All right. Except just a touch. All right, here we go, guys. We got Kingfish on here, man. This is going to be a fun show. I hope all is well with everybody. If I had wings like a beautiful dove, I go back to the girl I love. I fly, my baby, till I came back to you. Till then I keep walking, I'm looking for you, girl. And if I don't see you, I'm standing in the rain. I had wings like a beautiful dove, I'd go back to the girl I love. I'd fly, my baby, till I came back to you. Till then I keep walking, I'm looking for you, girl. And if I don't see you, I'll be waiting in the rain. Oh, what can you be? Yeah, 'cause the sky is crying down on me. Yeah. Oh, what can you be? Yeah, 'cause the sky is crying down on me. If I had wings like a beautiful dove, I'd go back to the girl I love. I'd fly, my baby, till I came back to you. Till then I keep walking, I'm looking for you, girl. If I don't see you, I'll be standing in the rain. I guess I'm gonna be just waiting in the rain. From my buddy T Model Ford. I miss that guy so very much. It's the Ken Valdez Approach, everybody. My special guest this week. Man, I'm going to turn this verb off. My special guest this week is none other than Christone, Kingfish, Ingram. I'm so happy to have my bud, my friend, my guy back on the show. And here he is. There we go. Wherever he is, or he was there. Is he not there?
Hey,
there he
what's
is.
going on, man?
There we go, man. Yeah. How are you doing, bro?
I'm doing fine, man. How about you, man? I just
I'm
enjoyed
hanging,
that, man. That was
man.
tight.
Oh, yeah. No, I've been watching what you guys have been doing with the Robert Johnson Challenge thing, man, and that thing is that's
man.
ridiculous. I don't know how y'all
It's
do
been
that,
tight,
man.
Dude,
It's been fun to
tight, man.
watch though, man. For sure.
I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, I got John Tavius and Marquise came to me having a bright idea for it, man, and it was really fun, man. And getting all the other musicians on it, man. It's really been a sight to see, man. For sure. If you want to get in it, man, too, go and do your thing.
I'd be scared to death, my bro. Yeah, I mean, you guys are doing just fine, man. But I mean, this also leads to so many other questions that I have for you as far as, just like the blues is concerned. Because, man, I've been reading a lot lately about kind of the state of the blues, man. And because of all the all the craziness that's going on in the world and stuff like that. Like it seems like people are starting to kind of wake up a little bit, or at least I hope so. But like, how do I put it, man? Eyes are opening. I believe that, you know, as much as I hate to say that there's a divide, there is. But we'll talk about this a little bit later because I definitely want to get your take on this division, on blues as a whole, and especially with you, who I respect and I look at so much as being a force and a leader in this new blues movement, man. You came up in it, and for those of you that may or may not know, Kingfish, man, he came on my show a few months ago, and we had this really great discussion about where he came from and how he got started and stuff, man. And it was really eye opening to me because you're real deal, man. You're like it's the real deal. Like where you came up, how you came up. Like there's nothing. There's no imitation. It's real deal stuff. You feel your blues, man. Yeah. Well, let's talk about your blues for a minute, man. Let's hang out there for a little bit. So, how's your you got a new record that's going to be coming out in a couple months, if I remember correctly. Tell us a little bit about that, man.
Well, I wanted to. First of all, when we first, got off the road, and the pandemic first started, I told you in the last live before that I pretty much tried to utilize the time, that we was given, and from all the way on up to March to September, we pretty much, me and Tom Hambridge and we just pretty much like wrote songs over Zoom, man. It was really cool. And leading up to September, we went to Nashville, where we recorded the first record, Ocean Way Studios, and got like all 21 songs that we wrote in that time recorded. So we was just
21.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So
man.
are you whittling it down to like a 10 or? But you'll have plenty more to choose from for oh, dude, that's great.
You ever fill that vault up?
Oh, yes. Indeed, man.
So
Indeed.
yeah, man. What I want to do is, I'm definitely pretty much no different than the first record. Just got your standard blues rock on there. And got your standard, traditional blues tunes. But I did go out the box a little bit. Adding different chord progressions. I got some things with some loop beats on it.
Oh wow.
Man. The album is like a little bit more personal than my first one because 2 years later, since the first album dropped, a lot has changed and a lot has happened.
Yeah,
so,
man.
So I just, it's a whole different me, on it. So yeah, man, it's a whole lot more personal. So I really hope, you guys enjoy it. So I don't have a date for it yet, but just know it'll come in soon. Like, we're kind of in the finalizing stages now.
That's beautiful, man. That's
yes,
beautiful.
Sir.
So as far as it being more personal, how so?
Man, just, well, for one, blues is life anyway. And, just some life experiences that I've had, traveling up and down the road and, and all these hectic schedules and, and just getting through life, my mom passed, about a year or two ago. Not only that, and just not only having my fair share, of heartbreak and, and dealing with women and crap, man,
man,
like you just don't know, dude. Bro.
See, when I'm saying that you're the real deal, you're the real deal. Yeah.
So,
oh man,
so like,
women alone can give you plenty of records, man.
on this one, I think I'm really singing what I'm going through. So yeah. Man.
Oh man.
So yeah.
So a lot of people talk about your guitar playing because obviously you're a phenomenal player.
Thank you.
But every time I hear you sing, man, like I'm also blown away.
Thank you.
You have a very unique, just approach, and it lends so well to your guitar. Like you guys, like it's like a BB King thing where you have that interplay between your guitar and your voice. Tell me a little bit about how you discovered your voice. Actually, okay. Where did that come from, and who are you influenced by vocally?
Well, I got that like from my mom and her side of the family. My mom was a singer. All of them sung in like the quartet gospel in church. All of my uncles and aunts sing and play in the church. Pretty much the whole nine. So I started singing really before I started playing. I was singing like at age 3 and everything.
Goodness,
And
man.
yeah, man. And through the years when I started to play, and expand my ear, I started getting to like a different vocalist, like Ovi Wright, Luther Vandross.
Luther Vandross is the man.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
I even count Nighthawk as a vocal influence
Man.
because of his low register. And he
Yes.
still had range and not only that, I think I lost my train of thought, but
Nate Dogg, like influences and where you started.
say it again.
Your influences and where you started vocally.
Yeah. His low register, and I've always been into vocalists like with like a slow shaky vibrato. So like his vibrato was like the Erica Badu. Yeah. I'm all into that. And even Albert King. So yeah, man, it's just a whole like gauntlet of different vocalists that I'm into for sure.
Oh, that's great, man. That's great. And what about guitar players, man? Like, has
Man.
have your influences changed, throughout the years, or like, is it still like, your same guys, or, how has like who are you listening to, I guess, and like how have they helped develop your playing?
Man, well, I want to say when I first started, of course you had traditional guys I was listening to, like Robin Nighthawk.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and Son House and Robert Johnson and Muddy. But then when I started to expand my ear and got into different stuff like funk, you got your Prince, Albert King, BB King, Carlos Santana, Eddie Hazel.
Eddie Hazel.
List goes on and on, man.
How
I
come
started to
nobody
get
says
into,
Eddie Hazel anymore, man? That's
Yeah,
that's sacrilege.
man.
Like, that's ridiculous.
Man,
that
Eddie
people
was
don't
the
say.
man for
He was
sure.
so wicked, man. Those
Yes, sir.
Parliament records are just like just what he was doing was just mind blowing.
Yeah, man, I got a thing and everything. His to me, man, his wah sound and his fuzz sound was very distinctive for sure.
Yes, indeed, man. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's talk a little bit more, man. But do you want to do a tune for us right now?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, everybody. This is my friend Christone, Kingfish, Ingram. You're checking out the Ken Valdez Approach. The way that we're doing this evening, my friends, is check out the virtual tip jar. That's how Christone and I are earning our way, going old school, man. But I'm looking forward to hearing this, my bro. So go ahead and take it away. This is Kingfish, everybody.
Say you wanna go find a brand new home. Honestly, baby, I don't think that's wrong. If you wanna leave, baby, please, that's fine by me, fine by me. For the last few months, the spark has been gone. Been feeling this way, baby, for I don't know how long. If you wanna leave, baby, please, that's fine by me, fine by me. So goodbye, baby. won't hold you back. You never loved me anyway, and that's a fact. If you wanna leave, baby, baby, please. That's fine by me.
Man, so you and I were talking like before we got on the air. That last chord, like, man.
Like, I got that from Kirk Fletcher.
There you go, man. Your vocabulary has just increased so much from when I started listening to you, and it's so cool because you get to see this progression, right? Because you're still, I mean, how old are you now, man?
Yeah, I just turned 22 back in January.
It's ridiculous. It's like I wish I could play like an eighth of what you could, man. Like
man,
when I was 22,
man.
man.
That.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, man.
Man, you the man. You already know that.
Oh, go on, man. Come on. keep going. Don't stop. No. No, man, but it's awesome because like, your vocabulary has like, you know, you learn so much, and I'm so fascinated with you in particular because like, man, you're like a musical sponge, and you hear it, you pick it up, and you do it real well. Do you have like, you know, do you practice a lot? Do you like, are you with your guitar most of the time? Like, I mean, because you always
pretty much, man.
Yeah, because you see that picture of you as you know, as a little guy, man, and there you are with your guitar.
Yeah,
you know,
man,
has that changed much?
Nah, not at all, man. Like from like what you see now, like me on the couch just laying back with. That's pretty much how I am most of the time, man.
Right.
And so yeah, man, that's kind of how it is. Like I don't have like a practice like regimen or anything. Like so, you man, you already know. I just kind of like pick up and play. Like even when like I heard Eric Gale say this one time, man. Now you know Eric, man, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you know, it's whenever you feel inspired, like or when you see a video of another player playing, it just, you know, it makes you want to play. So most of the time, that's you know, that's really it for me. Like I put a video of Eric on in the background, you know,
right.
Robert Randolph, something like that, or just not take. I'm trying to for lack of a better term, but just sit there and take and just soak it all in and just see what could I add to it, man. So for sure, that's pretty much like a you know, like a daily type of thing.
That's amazing, man. And you know, Eric is so good with that. Man. Like Eric is, in my opinion, probably he's the greatest living guitar player.
That dude is an alien, man.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, man, that dude is not from here.
Man, like, you know, man, probably like you, I probably seen Eric like maybe 6 to 7 times live already, and each time it's just been, oh man, just mind blowing.
You've played with him though, yes?
Yeah. I've shared to stay with Eric like a few times for sure.
Yeah, man, that's always an experience, isn't it?
Man, isn't it? Cause man, like you be trying not to fan and mark out, but you be like, God damn, you know, that's
yeah,
man.
Man, see, I love hearing that from you, man, because like when I get on stage with Eric, it's like I already know my butt's kicked. Like I'm like you know, it's like, well, all right, I'll give it the old college try. Yeah, I'll do my best, but I know what's gonna happen here. Yeah, I know, but man, it's, you know, I would love to hear you guys trade, man. I would, because I know that he influences you quite a bit, and I hear it in your voicings. I hear it in a lot of the things that you guys play, and I'm almost wondering if it's just like a location thing, because I know like you're in Mississippi right now, right?
Yeah, man. I'm in Clarksdale, Mississippi, and he's like, he's from like not a good hour, like not even a good hour up in Memphis. So yeah, man.
Right.
Like,
so it's like that.
Yeah, and see, that's what did it for me when I first found out about him, because I knew about Hendrix, but I didn't know anyone in like this modern day that was black and playing rock, like that. Like he was my introduction, to like Vernon Reed,
Right.
and everything, man. So like for sure, yeah, man. Like man, he was a big part of like in like my like solo development and everything,
Yeah.
even vocally too, man, because he's a great singer as well.
He is. You guys also come from like it's got to be the church and
Church.
gospel. Yeah, you got the the cool gospel stuff happening, man.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
love that though.
Thank
And
you.
that's
Thank
also
you.
so very real and so distinct. And again, it lends to what you're doing on the guitar. You know. And I find that remarkable about you, man.
I
But
appreciate that, man.
let's talk about that though for a little bit though, because I mean, I kind of alluded to it a little earlier on, and one of the things that like I definitely wanted to kind of get your take on because I respect who you are, what you do, and I believe that you are absolutely 100% the real deal, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think that you're also a part of this group. It's the Blair Group on Facebook, right? And a lot of it is very focused around racism within the blues community, and it's so interesting within within the last. It's been coming down quite a bit.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it seems
yeah,
like it's
yeah. I mean
more
it, yeah.
it's more prevalent today than it has been in a long time, and maybe it's just because people
Yeah, it's
aren't
about time.
yeah, either we're like, we're either outing these people or they're making themselves known without us even doing anything. And that's a big wake up call for everybody as far as I'm concerned. But here you are, man, like this leader of the new school of blues, okay? And, coming from where you come from, growing up, how you grew up, seeing what you've seen, I want to get your take on modern day blues. There's a lot of people that are using the whole gentrification kind of thing, and I want to know how you feel about that. I want to know, I'll put it this way: I saw this amazing Facebook Live from a woman. I got to
Yeah.
give her props, man. Her name is Valeria.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Valeria Lewis, man. And she was talking about being at the IBCs and this guy named, Bobby Rush.
Yeah.
Bobby Rush is doing like a clinic or a seminar or something like that. And he's talking about the black experience. And he's talking about what it is about being black and blues, and that it is a black art form. And I am, and I believe that. But there was a gentleman in the crowd who got up and said, "Can we please stop talking about race and start talking about music," or something like that. And that kind of struck me because it struck a chord with her. But here you are, 22 years old, doing this since you were a boy. What is your take on blues music, on race in blues music, and is it? How do I put this, man? Like, is it really blues music anymore now that like you just see a lot of young white guitar players, rocking, just totally rocking out? I want to get your take on that, man, because there's a lot to be said there, and I apologize for the long-winded
man, you good.
question, but I'm so
well-
curious about it though, man.
I know this is gonna hurt some feelings, so I just want to preface it by that. But honestly, dude, blues has been gentrified, man. It's been gentrified. It's not just happening. It's like when it comes to the point where you got blues festivals and not a black soul is on them,
Right.
something just not right, man. So like,
Yes.
and not only that, credit and success has been long overdue to a lot of like old school black bluesmen and women,
Yes.
who are overlooked, and by the grace of God, I'm blessed, and me and my other brothers are blessed that we kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? We kind of went over that hurdle, and we're doing really well. But it is crazy because it just is, people will say, blues has no color, but it's an African American art form.
Yes.
You know, it was it was brought to us, from the slaves and whatnot. You just can't take that out of what it is. When there's a festival or different different labels and stuff like that, and there's not like a black that like it looks funny, it looks weird.
Right.
And it's taking the tradition out of it, man, and that's something that myself and and others are trying to do. Man, it's a lot, man. Because not only that, man, we've also heard that the myth that young black kids don't like blues, they only like rap and hip hop. Man, that's a myth. Like me, John Tavius Willis, Marquise Knox, even Eric will show you, man, that bro, we're out here liking this, man. I've even had classmates say things that, oh man, blues is white people music. No, not at all. It's ours, man. This is our history, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, it's
So
definitely something that needs to be adjusted and talked about and everything.
How does it make you feel? How does that make you feel?
Man, it's I wouldn't say angry, but it does infuriate you a little bit, man.
Sure.
Because there's just it's so many people out here that their success is long overdue and credit is not is not being given. That it's man, it's a lot. It's a lot.
This is another reason why I'm so damn proud of you, bro, and why it's an honor to know you, because I believe that you're one of those guys who does acknowledge this whole thing,
right,
and is on a path to hopefully, whether it be right some wrongs or at least open some eyes. That's such a powerful thing, man. It's a really heavy, powerful thing, and I'm grateful that you even took the time to answer that, because that's a heavy-handed question. It's a very heavy question.
Man, it'll piss people off in a minute, man.
It will.
Dude, you just don't know, man. Like people have. I've seen people show their true colors, dude. Like,
right? No, this is exactly why I'm asking this.
Yeah,
I've seen
man.
it too, and I'm like, are you kidding? These are the people that I'm playing for?
Yeah,
Dude, I'll tell you right now that, because of this whole thing, and granted, like I play blues influenced music. I don't even know if I can consider myself a blues player.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I want to consider myself a blues player, because I don't want to take away from any of that. Right. I feel it deep. They're my blues, and I play it and I feel it the way that it comes out, and but at the same time, it's like, man, you're the real deal. You get it. Yeah. So, man, it's thank you for even just taking the time to like talk about something so heavy, man.
Yeah, man, cause like, dude, you just don't know, man. One time, like on Instagram, man. That's where, man. Man, if you don't mind, I'm gonna tell you this quick story.
Please.
Dunlop made these like Black Lives Matter type pics, just and it had the name of I think Breonna Taylor name was on one, George Floyd was on one. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but you can go on my Instagram page and see it. But I posted the pics. And dude, like on my Facebook fan page and Instagram, and they were coming hard, bro. It's like you just don't know, man. Some people are not really blues fans. Some people look at this genre and think it's all about partying and and having a good time. My baby left me this, that. No,
right,
man,
right.
It goes a whole lot deeper than that, man. Like all of this, all the killings, George Floyd, and all these protests, all of this is part of what the blues is.
Yes,
and that's something that needs to be talked about, man. So it's not all about my baby left me this and in cotton fields and all that shit, man. So yeah, sorry about that, but yeah.
Woke up this morning,
right,
no,
man. Yeah, everybody wakes up in the morning as BB King.
Exactly. I get that everybody. So, like, this is the thing, and I've looked at it this way for a while. Everybody gets the blues.
Right.
Everybody understands the blues. It's a universal thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's so accessible. But to be able to it's hard to appreciate something fully without knowing exactly where it came from,
different breed.
and respecting where it came from. And especially if you're a musician and you're playing this kind of music and not giving that respect to where it came from or understanding where it came from, how it came from.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big deal to me, man. And it's really starting to, it's grating on me. And here I am. I'm a Latino, man. I'm, I'm a person of a different color, but I've seen some stuff. I've gone through this. Hell, man, right now we're getting ready to do the trial for George Floyd. Yeah. So it's like, here we go again. What's gonna happen?
Yeah, and they're gearing up too, man. Like what, man? They were putting like stuff outside the courthouse and everything.
Oh,
like
man,
and shit, and
all of it is a mess, bro. All of it is a mess.
It's sad.
But this is blues.
Yeah.
This is real. This is what this is what it's about right here.
Yeah.
But also knowing where it came from and how it came from. But man, like you're talking about those picks, and you're an endorsee of Dunlop, and I am too. I'd be honored to play those picks, man. Yeah, absolutely, man. We can get onto something lighter. I'm gonna go in and do it too, my bro. Oh God, you and I can talk about all this. And again, you got such a great head on your shoulders, dude. You're a very educated guy, and man, you're just soulful. Let's hope that didn't upset too many people now. And if it upset you, truth hurts, man. We ain't talking nothing but the truth. That's all there is.
You'll live.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna go ahead and do a tune. We'll be right back with Kingfish here. By all means, check out that virtual tip jar. Man, we got Venmo, we got PayPal, and also we got Patreon up there. You guys pick your own price for that, man. It starts out at like $5, but it doesn't have to be. You can throw in a quarter, throw in $1, throw in $100. It's fine. And you get some exclusive content. We got some exclusive merchandise about ready to drop. So the only way you get that is going to Patreon. And I'm going to go in and do a tune here. All right. Get Kingfish back up here in just a second. Oh, wow. That's heavy, man. That is heavy stuff, isn't it? Goodness gracious. You can wait till the creek's rising. Honey, my mind ain't gonna change now. Spend more time in the moonlight, sugar. Oh, in a minute now. Yeah, y'all gonna feel the same. Open up that heart and use it. It's a giving phase, you're gonna lose it. Yeah, sooner or later. Well, you can decide. Sooner is better. I see later's alright. Yeah, either way, honey. You're gonna be mine. If it's got to be later, how about later tonight? All alone if you wanna wait longer, yeah. Oh, it don't matter, time is on my side. Yes, it is. Our love's growing stronger, baby. Oh, ain't nobody, yeah, ain't nobody ever gonna break my stride, yeah. I'm a train with that whistle blowing. I gotta go with my wheels are rolling, yeah, sooner or later. You can decide. I said sooner is better. On later's alright. Yeah, either way, honey. Well, you're gonna be mine, yes you are. If it's gotta be later, how about later tonight? Well, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm a train with that whistle blowing. I gotta go when my wheels are rolling. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, sooner or later, you can decide, baby. Oh, sooner is better, baby. Later's alright. Either way, honey, well, you're gonna be mine, yeah. If it's gotta be later, how about later tonight? How about later? How about later? How about later? How about later? Oh, Lord, 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 oh, Lord. Oh, well, Let's get Kingfish back here. There we go,
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes,
There we
sir,
go.
man.
So yeah, it's like I'll play the blues, man. I'll play the blues, but again, my absolute respect. I know where it comes from, and
Yes,
you were
sir.
talking about a few of these folks that I love, man, and that I wish more people would hear and listen to. You were talking about like Robert Nighthawk,
Yeah,
for example,
yeah,
and my favorite Son House.
yeah, dude. Yeah, I live in I'm from Clarksdale, but I live in a town like I want to say maybe like 10 or 15 minutes up the road called Friars Point, Mississippi. And this is where Robert Nighthawk was from, man. So
Oh,
yeah,
man.
it's dope as hell, man. Just having all this blues history and coming from it and just taking from it, man. It's really dope.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Who are you listening to these days?
Man, I'm listening to sort of everything, man. I was watching D'Angelo's verses the other night, man, and I started
That dude's bad,
just man,
dude.
it got me back in the well, not back, but it got me like got all his stuff on repeat again, man. Just it's a group called The Internet with Steve Lacy as a guitar player. I'm really big into them, and and the brothers, man, you and Jontavious and Marquise. I'm always jamming some of their music, man. So
Oh, man.
I'm pretty much listening to like an assortment of everything, man. Oldies, new stuff, everything.
Absolutely.
Her, I'm a big Her fan. I
Right,
love her,
man.
yeah.
See, I was kind of weirded out with her, man. A couple years back when they did the Prince thing,
Yeah.
was it at the Grammys or the American Music Award, whatever it was, and she did it, and I was like, all right, man, not real sure. Like I was kind of like on the fence about it, man, and I'd listen. I was like, dude, she good, man. And then Super Bowl.
Dude.
And I was like, okay, yeah.
When I was like, I want to say 13 or 14, I was watching the BET Awards, and
Right.
that's how I found about her. I found out about her. She was going on her real name at the time, Gabby Wilson. So fast forward years later, like I remember she did actually that BET Awards segment. She played the song by the Isley Brothers, Between the Sheets.
Oh, man.
Dude, she started off with a like guitar solo and then flipped the guitar around and then went to the keys. And I never forget she played a Fender Telly with a maple neck. And years later, when her comes out, and then we find out her plays guitar, I'm like, wait a minute, that's Gabby Wilson. You like, so yeah, man. I had been following her for like a long time, man. She's dope, man.
Yeah,
dope.
I am a fan now. I can honestly say that. After the Super Bowl, I was done. I was like, okay, she's legit.
Yeah.
She is legit. As far as players are concerned, though, man, like who were you listening to? Like, who would you recommend to some guys coming up? Like, and let's talk like more on the modern side of things right now. Like, who would you say to a young guy that's coming up to you and saying, hey, I want to play guitar. Who should I be listening to? Aside from from the older generation, who would you say now?
Man, now, let me see, let me think. Well, you gotta, man. I guess would this be from the older generation? Chris Kane, Kirk
Chris
Fletcher.
Kane is bad, dude.
Yeah,
that
man,
guy is so good.
Yeah, man. Kirk Fletcher, Josh Smith, of course, man. Of course, of course you got the Eric, and you got Matt Schofield. I don't know if I said that right, but all of those guys, and even sometimes I like the and this all comes back. I would tell somebody young, be diverse and take and take from all types of players.
Yes.
I would even take from those those new modern players like Matius and Yvette Young. And I can't pronounce the other dude's name. I think it's Achaka, something like that. But yeah, man, all those different guys who use like the tap harmonics and everything.
Right.
Man, like man, even those guys I even listen to as well.
That's great, man. And as far as the old school goes,
Mm-hmm.
and if you want to tell somebody, hey,
Yeah,
listen to this.
man, definitely Son House and Lightning
Yes.
Hopkins. Those are like my two favorite when it comes to acoustic blues. All into that muddy period, when he went to chess and and got electrified. Not only that, and the Three Kings, BB, Albert, and Freddie, and and the fourth king, Little Jimmy King.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Eric Johnson, Eric Gales, man, like I said, Eddie Hazel, Prince, Ernie Isley. Yeah,
Mhm.
man. Yeah, man. I listen to all those cats.
Man, Ernie Isley is one of those guys too who I wish that more people would talk more about. My buddy Jelly Bean Johnson.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Jelly Bean would always tell me these stories, man, because like when you listen to Jelly Bean Johnson play, when I hear him play, I hear a lot of Ernie Isley,
Mhm.
right? Like a lot. And one of the funniest things and most true things that Bean has told me about Ernie Isley, because he's in the time and they've done shows and they know.
Right.
So he was like, yeah, man, listen to Ernie Isley. Hendrix was in the band for a while, so you know that he picked up something from him.
Mhm.
And I was like, yeah, there you go. I never really thought about it that way, but that's absolutely true.
Yeah. Didn't he stay with them and everything? Yeah.
He was in the band for a minute.
Yeah, while they
man.
played on the chilling circuit, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hendrix played with just about everybody on the
Yeah.
chilling circuit, man.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
What are you looking forward to most when this whole pandemic is over?
I kind of lost the last part.
I'm sorry. What are you looking forward to most once this whole pandemic thing is over, man?
Man, literally, man, just that feeling of being back on stage, man. Like even the last few live streams I've did with my band where we played to no crowd, I was still happy, even though that wasn't no crowd. I was still happy because I'm with my band. We on stage, man. It's just, it's like a whole different spiritual connection thing going on,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't wait until we get back to playing in front of people. Cause I know, man. I think I might go in shock, So like,
No, I hear you.
Like, yeah, it's yeah. That's what I like really want to get back to, just to have that feeling again, man.
Yeah, man. And that's awesome that you're able to do that, man. Like I still haven't done that.
Really?
And it's been over a year since I've played a show. And
Man.
I always tell people like this is why I started doing this live stream and this podcast, to play and to stay connected with everybody, but also to hang with my buds, man, to hang with you and to to chat with you and to know what's going on in your life, man, because this pandemic has kind of leveled everything off.
For sure.
So I mean, here you and I are, and we're friends, man. But it's like, I'm looking at like U2 and big old bands like that
Yeah.
who can't even play. They're
Can't
doing
do
the same
nothing.
thing that we're doing right now, man.
Yeah, Metallica,
They got
all those guys.
all those guys.
canceled.
They're all
Yeah.
yeah. So it's like they're doing, they're doing what we're doing. So like this is just like this weird, great equalizer, man. We're like all on that same playing field right now, and I can guarantee you that all these bands, all of them, the big bands, the small bands, they're all wanting to do the very same thing that you and I are wanting to do, which is get back out on stage. And it's awesome that you got a chance to play with your band again, man, because that's something that, I think the audience, they see the camaraderie and they know that. But as players, man, that's just a whole, like you said, that's like almost a spiritual thing, man.
Yeah, man, like a whole different vibe, man.
Yes.
Just to hear the drums, and it's definitely cool, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'll tell you what, you want to do another tune for us?
Sure.
All right, we'll do another tune. We'll talk a little bit more, and, we'll have you play us out. All right. This is Kingfish, everybody.
No coffee for my breakfast. No butter on my roll. I ain't got a drop of milk for the cornflakes in my bowl. Well, I'm all fresh and said I'm all fresh and had no loving since the day you went away. Well, I'm all fresh and no jelly in the jar, no flour in the sack. I ain't got nothing cooking, babe. Please won't you come back? Well, I'm all fresh and said I'm all fresh and I had no loving since the day you went away. Well, I'm all fresh and drank up my last bottle of a Johnny Walker Red. Nobody in this house but me and my empty bed. Well, I'm all fresh and said I'm all fresh and ain't had no loving since the day you went away. Well, I'm all fresh and
Yeah, man.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely. So you're talking about, this new record that you got coming out, and that's going to be fantastic. I'm looking forward to it. If you, like, I don't know how to put this, because I certainly don't want to take away from this. and this is kind of a weird question, but I just, I'm asking as an artist, is this the record that you want to do, or is there a certain side that we haven't seen of you that we should see of you?
Man, honestly, I think this is definitely the record I want to do, man. Like, it's different, but it's not like too far outside the box from what I did on my first record.
Okay.
The blues rock flavored is definitely there, but there are like little tad bits that like different chord progressions and different turnaround and stuff. So like, yeah, this is definitely the record, for sure, that I definitely want to do, and give out to the people, for sure.
Good, man. Good. And that's awesome.
Yeah.
And that's what you want, for sure, man. That's great. If there was an act that you could open for, living or dead, who would it be?
Man, I'm gonna give you two. I'm gonna give you 2 for 1 on that one, man.
All right.
Dead Prince. I open for I would that. I don't know if Prince had openers, but but that'd be cool. And alive, man, George Clinton.
I would love that. I would love that.
Man.
Yeah,
man, that'd be dope for sure.
For sure. Absolutely, man. And those are great.
Yeah.
Those are great names, man. And I think that, they're also names that I don't think a lot of people would kind of, think that you would say.
Yeah, not at all.
But no one, see, I kind of figured that you would. And that's just because I know you little, but yeah, others, it's like, I love the fact, and I also encourage everybody, go out and just expand your horizons musically, man.
Mm-hmm.
If you love the blues, that's fantastic. And I'm not saying don't love the blues,
Right.
but look outside the box every once in a while, man, because you might miss something that's just going to catch your attention, and just hold on to it. It's like, and you're getting this from Kingfish, who's like, yeah, man, if I could, I'd open for Prince, or I'd open for George Clinton. That's huge.
Yeah.
And that's not what you would necessarily consider, traditional, typical blues,
Right. Yeah, it's just, man, like the household that I grew up in, man, and I owe it all to my mom. Like, she played everything, for funk, staple singers to, she even played a little bit of Albert King, A Taste of Honey and all that type of stuff, man, stuff from the 70s and disco.
Yeah.
Like, so, and my dad, he was the one that kind of like got me like him and my brother, they got me on like the, on the rap tip. But everything else was like, I heard my mom play everything. She was into like house, into not house, but what is it, Crowded House or something like that in Chicago.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, she was into all of that, man, and Bon Jovi. So I was hearing like an assortment of stuff like every day, and I just learned, as a musician, I just learned to appreciate that. I'm the type of dude, I see the good like in almost everything, so I hear something from a different genre, and if it's going to catch my, ear, man, I'm like, man, how can I incorporate that, into what I do, like Latin grooves and African grooves and different stuff like that, man. All of it. Yeah, all of it goes back to the blues anyway, for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So you spent quite a bit of time on the road before this pandemic, and this has been a question that we've been throwing out there for for a few weeks now, and it's been fun to hear the answers, man. But I'll preface this. So I got like a few messages from folks that traveled,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like asking about like the foodie side of things, right? And they're like, where are your favorite places to eat on the road? That, like, not your typical, like, McDonald's or whatever, but like, there's good places. There's like places that you'll be like, oh man, we're in Jackson, Wyoming, and we got to go here, or we're in St. Louis and we got to go here, right? Are there places like that you have that you'd recommend?
I'm gonna be real with you. Ever since I like started this whole pescatarian thing, the places that I love to eat at, I can't go to anymore.
Oh man,
anymore. But yeah, man. But like, so I like, man, I haven't had like beef or pork in like over a year and a half.
Oh wow, man.
Yeah. Like I still eat chicken every now and then, but like this whole pescatarian thing has been a life changer. But put it to you like this: whenever like I'm like in LA or something like that, I gotta go by In-N-Out. I'm sorry, it's almost like a ritual, almost, man. Yeah. So like, me and my manager, we always, cause he lives in LA, so whenever he like pick us up from the airport, straight to straight to In and Out, man, and get a grilled cheese. So yeah, man, that's exactly what. Yeah, I would say that for sure.
In and Out, just got to do the In and Out thing.
Yeah. Not only that, like anything like I'm big on like Asian food and like anything seafoodish, and definitely so like anything that's like maybe a vegan version of that, or like like some Asian food like that. I'm always on the hunt for stuff like that on the road.
Oh, there we
and
go.
Italian
Man.
stuff too. So yeah.
yeah. Man, I'm looking forward to hanging with you on the road, man. We got to do that show for sure. All right, man. I'll tell you what. Let's do one more tune.
Yes, sir.
And then, we'll just we'll talk for a little bit more, and we'll say our goodbyes. Is that cool?
Yes, sir.
Everybody, this is Kingfish. Check it out, y'all. If you haven't checked out the virtual tip jar, please do so. Also, I implore all of you to go check out the podcast. If you guys like what you're hearing, this is going to be on podcast later tonight, early tomorrow, so you can catch it there. And just look up Ken Valdez Approach on your favorite podcast platforms and check it out. Tell your friends, tell people you know, tell people you don't. It's that kind of thing. Everybody, my friend, your friend, Christone, Kingfish, Ingram.
I'm leaving this town tomorrow. Got many places to see and many places to go. I'm so tired doing the same old thing. Shooting for the highest star, won't people know my name? If you don't understand, let me break it down. I know that there's life outside of this town, outside of this town. I got friends and family that I see every day. Don't plan on moving forward, stuck in the same old place. But that's not the road that I wanna go down. I gotta do what's best for me. Ain't no hanging around. I can stay here forever, but I just can't stick around. I know that there's life outside of this town, outside of this town. But when the rooster crow, I'm leaving, and I ain't looking back. All you're gonna see is taillights crossing those railroad tracks. I can stay here forever, but I just can't stick around. I know that there's life outside of this town, outside of this town. Outside of this town, outside of this town.
Give me lessons, man.
Thank
Give me
you,
lessons,
man.
man. God, your voicings and just what you're doing. I love hearing you play, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. I just see my buddy Jeffrey Luna is hanging here, man, and that's awesome. So
Thank you, guys.
yeah, Jeff manages Jelly Bean Johnson. And,
Cool.
Yeah. And we were just talking. We were just talking about this, and I know that that you're a big Prince fan and a Time fan, and just the whole Minneapolis thing. So just the cat's out of the bag that we had asked Kingfish to do some guitar work on Jelly Bean Johnson's blues record that's going to be coming up, and it's going to be just a whole lot of Minneapolis royalty and some blues royalty, and now our buddy Kingfish is going to be joining on in.
Hey, man, I would love to, man.
Dude,
I would love to.
It's
That's
going to
the
be
guy.
a blast, my bro. This is going to be a good time, so I'm excited about it, and it's going to be an honor to work with you like that, man. So, but yeah, let's get into something else real quick. This is the other question that we kind of ask, a lot these days, and this is this: what are the top 3, like your desert island records? If you had to pick desert island or top 3 that this is Kingfish, this is who I am. They're not your records, but yeah, your top 3.
Okay. Man, whoo. Let me see.
Yeah, man,
Okay,
it's not easy.
I'm just gonna pick one for the each genre. Okay, so for my acoustic blues, I would say, probably like a Best of Light and Hopkins, maybe something
That's
like
a
that.
good one, man.
Something like that. That's the blues, man. There's a gospel record by this gospel group that I really love. Design Messengers out of L.A. They have a record called "I'm Ready," and that's like one of the few albums that I can't skip a track. I love the whole record, so got to take that one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and Band of Gypsies.
I love it, man. See, you can't go wrong. I love that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
man.
throw a curveball though. I'm gonna throw you a curveball.
Okay.
What's the greatest song ever written?
See, man, you can't be doing that, man. You can't be doing stuff like that, man. See, you can't be doing that.
Oh man, yeah. That's been something that I've wanted to ask folks, man. But that's hard, dude.
Yeah, because you don't know
That's real hard. What is it today? What is it today?
Man, what is it today?
Doesn't have to be your favorite of all time. What's the best song? The greatest song ever written? Perfection. Your perfection.
Shit. Okay, well, let's get back to her. The song that she did. She did a song called "Best Part," and I think she's like one of the ones that's like bringing back like instrumentation back to R&B, like the mainstream R&B,
Yes.
and like heartfelt lyrics. So that song definitely like check those both criteria for me these days. So definitely "Best Part" by her, featuring
Man.
Daniel Caesar.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go listen to some of her after we're done
Yeah,
with this.
man.
Yeah, like you made me think about it a little bit. Yeah, I became a fan after the Super Bowl, man. The jury was out for a minute, and after that, I was like, okay, and and man, I'm sold. I'm sold.
Hell yeah, yes,
And I'm
sir.
sold on you, my bro.
Thank you, man.
You're doing such great things, dude. And I urge everybody to go and check out Kingfish's records, his music, his socials, all that stuff, man. I've had is it Empty Promises?
Oh, dude.
I've had that like on repeat, man. That's like
It's a rest in peace, Michael Burks, man. Yeah, man.
Yes. So I mean, that's been on my, that's just been on repeat, man. A whole lot these days. So, but yeah, bro. I just want to just tell everybody, like, this is the real deal, my friends. This is the real deal. This is the new school, and this new school definitely knows, understands, and respects where this music came from.
Yes, sir.
And this man right here is a link between all of that. and it's a great thing, man. And he's such a good guy.
Thank you, man.
I love you, brother.
Likewise.
Yeah, I love you, man. So here's the deal. Next week we got my buddy. This is going to be an interesting guest, man. Marty Schwartz.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
Marty
man.
Schwartz and I go back many years.
Yeah,
Many 20 some odd years. Marty Schwartz and I go back, and he is the guitar teacher to freaking everybody.
YouTube.
He's the
man,
YouTube sensation, man.
Yeah.
Talk about a guy I'm proud of, man. Like,
I was watching some of his stuff back when I was learning too, man.
Dude, he's
like,
so
like
good.
You couldn't
at
miss
what
him
he
on
does.
YouTube, man. I was like, man, let me check this out, and he was helpful for sure,
Dude,
dog.
he's so good at what he does.
Yes,
like,
sir.
He's a killing funk player, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know,
Pocket.
like he has pocket for days. He's a great player. Like he understands. Like he'll take any genre and he'll just rip it. But his love is in the funk music, man, and he's deadly.
Well, I'll definitely be tuning in for that one, man, for sure.
You should, man. You should. Come on up and say hey to Marty, man. That'd be great.
Yes, sir.
That's next week. If you guys don't know who Marty Schwartz is, go find him on YouTube. You'll know who he is. And if you don't know who he is, enjoy. He's a blast to learn. If you want to learn how to play guitar, Marty Schwartz is your guy. As far as lessons are concerned, but you should totally listen to Kingfish because he knows what he's doing on that thing. I want to take lessons from Kingfish. So there you go. Anyway, man, thank you so much for hanging. And,
no problem, man.
dude, yeah, we're going to be in touch for sure. And just thank you. Thank you for everything that you're doing for everybody, for the blues. And, man, it's in good hands with you, bro.
Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the opportunity, man, as always.
Absolutely. All right, you guys, we'll talk to you soon. Please hit up that virtual tip jar that helps Kingfish and I out tremendously. And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.